In and through community is the salvation of the world. Human beings have three survival instincts. They never go away. And community is the second instinct, the second of those three. It's our people, it's our tribe. This is a video about seeking a better life. So this is the title, and this is the little quote about in and through community. The journey starts when we separate the problem, that's over here, from the solution, and that's here and here. Faith with works. The human mind is weird. It gives us our version of fantasy and our version of reality. This is mind here, and this is emotion here. It's the problem. So the trick is to change into your higher self. That's the whole idea. Good morning, my name is Tom Holmes, and I'm just organizing my own thoughts about journey to a better life. And community means we're not alone, and that provides the better life. Being human, it's a predictable journey. We have 5 senses, we have 3 instincts. Those are kind of paraphrases for what those instincts are. Social is a community instinct. The source of that instinct occurs somewhere deep in our past, and it's the tiger sitting out at our doorstep waiting for us to come out alone so he can tear us to shreds and eat us for his breakfast. That doesn't exist anymore, but that doesn't mean that this isn't a powerful instinct. It's built into our system. Going at life alone is difficult. If you're completely isolated and there was nobody else in the world, all you would have is your thoughts and your irregular, crazy ideas. We should know that a better life happens. We rise above what goes on in our life when there is community in action. Community is 2 or more. To find our great gift, our purpose in life, through community, we look in the mirror, but we really don't see ourselves. We think we do, but we don't. So we follow another short list of discovery tools. One is the 6th sense, and the other one is a 4th instinct. And we rise above the level of our basic survival. Life has terms and conditions. Here's a lady that's finding life's terms and conditions suddenly that force us into discovery. It's a spiritual process, and it all comes down to one concept. The purpose of spirituality is to change. Another subject, if you're looking at this video, it's probably because I sent it to you, because I just use this for my own logical thinking or illogical thinking. So if you want to look at this a little more in detail, the thing to do is to start and stop the video. Fear is a great motivator. Whether it's false or fear or real, it's mostly in our minds. The reality is we don't have that actual tiger sitting on our front doorstep every morning waiting to eat us. This is fear based in our mind. This is 2 points of crisis. A point up here, you're fired, and I'm not living like this anymore. Those are the 2 basic fears that we might have to begin with. You lose your job, big deal. And then there's this other part here that has to do with the ups and downs in life. It can't be measured. This is going to be extreme, not extreme. It happens whenever it happens. It's about the uncertainty principle. At first look, these all appear to be negative. It's just something happens, you're worried about it, and all of a sudden it's a crash and burn. And what we know for sure, we can't do anything more but stay in the moment that we're in, because we can't predict anything. Therefore, we have to say, all right, I've got to do what I think is right. the four horsemen, this is more fears. Here's the four horsemen up here, and it's apocalypse means the end of evil. These are more fears. Here's the problem, and there's a solution. And part of you is dying in this concept of fears here. And maybe it's time to replace that evil, the end of evil, with good intentions. What a radical idea that is, to reside in the good. Another fear-based motivation. The 8 winds that drive us, it's a Buddhist concept. The positive and negatives reduce it to four drivers. We might use either praise or ridicule as an example, as fear-based motivations. Something in our difficult past drives us to not fail. Then it comes to a tipping point, and that's this up here. A tipping point, it could happen at age 29, 45, 51, at 70, whatever it is. All of a sudden something has put you over an edge. Something happens. We're at a crossroad, and the crossroad is here. And at that crossroad, the awakening becomes an unveiling which is violent or sudden. It's this part of it here. Unfolding is slower, and that's the unfolding side of this. Jacob's ladder, the path of experimenting. You're going back and forth with the idea of how can I do this? There's a zigzag path up here that eventually goes in that direction. We are going from a path based in fear and doubt, to love and tolerance. So this is the end of Community for a Better Life, Part 1.